Hi, my name is Cliff Tryons, and I'm Public Awareness Director for the National Groundwater Association. And I want to welcome you, the world's experts on groundwater. We are so thrilled to have you here. And as Public Awareness Director, I want to encourage you to participate in National Groundwater Awareness Week next March 11th through 17th, and in Protect Your Groundwater Day next September. This is a wonderful opportunity for you as an expert to get before the public, tell them what you know, and help them to be educated about groundwater and their well systems. So again, thank you very much for being here. Have a great expo.
Here with Chuck Skillman, Global Sales Director for Kimtron Technologies. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing well. This is a pretty neat machine we're standing in front of. We'll talk about this beauty in just a bit. But first of all, just kind of an overview of Kimtron and your history.
Kimtron's been around a long time. We've been around since 1990, and we're a leader in solids control solutions and packaged equipment. We do a lot of different things with solids control as far as dewatering, hydrocyclones, centrifuge technology, and obviously shale shakers are kind of the bread and butter for solids control, so we've got a big emphasis on that. We cater to a lot of different markets, water well obviously being one, geothermal, foundation drilling, slurry walls, oil and gas obviously is the big driver for this particular technology. Shale shakers have been around for a long time, since the early 30s, where they were utilized in mining applications, and since then the oil field's kind of been the driver for any new developments in that, and that's one of our focuses here with the groundwater shows, is to try to make them aware of the different technologies that are available. So, you know, when shakers first were developed, they were circular and orbital motion back in the 30s, and the predominant motion that's used now is a linear motion, which provides a high G-force, allows you to run a very fine screen mesh to ultimately extend the life of your drilling fluids so that you can get in and out of a hole without hauling off and disposing of drilling fluids. And with linear motion, we're able to run 250 mesh on routinely, which gets you down to a 40-50 micron cut point. So that's why we want to make sure that we make this market aware that you can do better than 20 and 100 mesh screens. You know.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty sophisticated piece of equipment, an example of the technological advances that you all offer and the opportunities. Is there kind of a shift underway in terms of what is available technology-wise, and kind of where the industry has been and where it's headed?
Oh, you bet. Yeah, we see that. We've been seeing that here in the last couple of years. We've started to see a lot of contractors that are actually calling for linear motion technologies versus the old circular and orbital motion that are available out there. One of the things that we're trying to do to cater to this particular market is they prefer hydraulic. So we are looking at hydraulic linear motion. We are seeing some of the other oil field competitors showing up out here, which to me is a good sign. I think that this market really, with the environmental impact that it has, having a good clean job site, controlling their waste and managing their drilling fluids is really important, and a good solid mud system is one of the easiest ways to do that. So we definitely see an impact and things starting to move toward good quality control, good quality solids control equipment. And we're actually even seeing some contractors that are getting into the next stage. This is what we would call a primary cleaner. Right. We would make a scalp cut, and then we would go straight to a bank of hydrocyclones. Now, something that we use in the oil field pretty regular are centrifuges, which are capable of 2 micron cut points, very fine solids, and then with chemical injection we can actually restore it to clean water. And we've actually got a couple of contractors in Texas that have purchased centrifuges in dewatering, so at the conclusion of their jobs, they turn everything back into clear water and use it on the next hole. We've also got some geothermal guys using that technology out in California, where disposal costs are very high, and if you've got 40, 50 holes to drill, you can essentially use that same water from hole to hole. You can take that water and use it for the grouting process and essentially eliminate your waste altogether.
So kind of some pretty exciting times in terms of kind of where things are headed. Kimtron on the forefront of that? You
bet. Yeah, we've been active in this market, I guess, since 2005 is when we really first started going after it, and we've had fair success with some of the larger contractors, and we're like I said, we're excited to see guys come in for the higher end technology and not necessarily looking for the cheapest product on the market, but they want the performance that Kimtron's able to provide. So we're very happy with that.
To find out more about this beauty here, or just more about Chemtron, how's the best way to find that info?
Well, obviously, you can always go to the website. It's chemtron.com. And then, call in the office. We've got people on hand all day to take phone calls. So.
Okay, good deal. Hey, thanks so much.
Thank you, David.
Hi, my name is Jim Hopkins, President and CEO of LABE Corporation. We'd like to welcome you to the 63rd Annual NGWA Groundwater Expo. Please come visit our booth at 1537. Thank you and have a great day.
One of the great things about the Groundwater Expo is the great and leading voices that you get to hear, one of which is Marvin Gwtv, giving one of the talks here this week. Marvin, good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Tell us just, first of all, just kind of about your background. Kind of how do you come to the talk you're going to be giving, and just kind of bring us up to date on what you're involved in.
Okay, well, I'm giving the McElhaney lecture, and like Mr. McElhaney, I am a hydrogeologist and also a licensed well driller. McElhaney was an engineer and a groundwater contractor.
And the talk, it is an interesting topic because what your point is that maybe you don't need to sacrifice quality, because in the long run and even the short run, that quality will make its money back.
That's right. In these economic times, there's a tendency, a temptation to go the low bid mentality, and that's a mistake. And that's what my talk exemplifies. It gives a little story about what may initially be a more expensive well will pay for itself in a relatively short period of time, and then you'll be money ahead for years to come.
Yeah. So the idea is to take the hit early on, and you'll make that money back quicker, I guess?
That's right.
Yeah. And what are the reasons for that?
Well, it's the cost of operations and maintenance of the well, how long the well itself will last before it needs to be replaced, and how often some of the related equipment like pumps and motors need to be replaced.
Do you enjoy taking part in events like this and kind of rubbing shoulders with all the folks that have similar passions as you?
I do. I love it. You know, both with the technical end, the hydrogeologists, and also the well drillers. Most of what I present, I did not learn in college. I learned from drillers and other hydrogeologists along the way, so it's great. I love it.
Yeah, and the NGWA and their foundation just doing some great work.
You bet. It's a great opportunity to share information, dissemination of new technologies and all. It's a wonderful thing, and I'm glad that it's continuing on.
All right, Marvin, great to see you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your time at the expo.
Thank you. I sure will.